Now, here's one of the other aspects of this. Make room for your counterpart. You have that same piece of copy, right? Did you turn over to the All-Hip page? Okay. Here's what I mean by counterpart. Very often on imaging, you have a primary voice and a secondary voice. Typically, one is a woman, one's a guy, they switch out. So if the station is more male-oriented, it's very likely that the primary voice is going to be a guy, and the flavor is going to be a girl. Or vice versa. If it's a female-oriented station, the primary voice is probably going to be a woman, and the secondary is going to be a guy. So we have to always account for every script in a really bizarre way. We have to assume we have a counterplayer we will never meet. We work together. I will receive the finished product of me and numerous male voice talent and never have the pleasure of actually working with them directly in the studio. We have to anticipate each other's moves. We have to account for what the other might do. So judging by Gina's last read, we're going to kind of play this little game. So you're going to give me that first line again, exactly the way you just did it.
Okay.
Play into the Jack and Jill thing. Just the first part until the word tunes.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to play a couple of tunes.
We brought our record collection from the last 40 years.
Keep the joke going.
Jill brought Celine Dion.
Stop there.
Jill sucks.
Nice.
Jack FM. We play anything.
And there it is. Go back to playing it straight. Abandon the joke. Bring it together. So these two would have to know if they were the primary and the secondary on a station, they have to be prepared to flip the role. So you might have to do it as the whole Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch it, that you've got to play into that, and Gina's got to be prepared to play the bad guy. Jill sucks. And then they're going to make their choices however they need to. This is very, very common. Literally, both talent get identical sets of copy. And the station just sort of fights it out as to who's going to do it in the end and who they're going to pick.
So do you send them a couple of options?
Yeah, absolutely. You send them a whole bunch, and then they're just going to kind of pick and choose and go a little bit over here and a little piece from over here, and then they kind of connect them together. Another really big reason why we have to be mindful of our phrases and where they stop and start. Because they can't splice you together with another person if you're not accounting for those changes. Thank you, thank you.